Today in the Toyverse, I take a look at the NECA San Diego Comic-Con 2017 Sewer Mutation Alien. And the beautiful thing about this figure is quite simply, it's another addition to my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle collection that I'm building up through NECA. And as you can see, the figure fell directly over. This is a problem I have with this guy. He is very heavy, so he has a tendency to fall over after a while. So you may want to consider getting one of those NECA display stands for him. But with that negative out of the way, I could talk about everything else that's going on with this bad boy. This Sewer Mutation Alien is based off an old TMNT episode, I believe called Case of the Killer Pizzas. And the aliens in that episode that came from Dimension X, that started out as tiny meatballs and then were microwaved into aliens of destruction, were based on alien figures, loosely based. Or not alien figures, but aliens from the movie Alien and Aliens. So I have a figure here that's represented, by an inspiration of an inspiration. So that's unique to say the least. Sorry, I had a brain fart right there. So enough chitter chatter. Let's go ahead and talk about the detail and the sculpt on this guy. This guy is painted very well. He's painted differently than a traditional alien because, like I said, it is inspired by the TMNT episode, if you will. So, and those aliens were kind of a brighter yellow, but NECA put their own spin on it to make it work. And, you know, this thing's very nice. It's got some awesome detail here in the head. It's what to be expected from a NECA Aliens figure. I mean, just lovely details in the hands and the arms and the body. No complaints on the paint job or sculpting here at all. So, very nice. And this tail. I got to bend this tail out to show you just exactly what I'm talking about. So, we're going to start it from there, and I'm going to just move the camera to show you how long this tail is. And this tail's got great detail. And while I'm talking about the tail, it does have bendy wire in it. So you can manipulate it to get pretty much any style of posing you want. In the past, I've had problems with the bendy wire. The wire ends up popping out, thus making the tail useless. So just a word of caution for those. I guess treat the tail with respect is the phrase I will use. So now that we've covered the basics of the figure, let's go ahead and talk about articulation. In terms of the head, it can move up about that much, and it can go down a fair bit. It's on a ball peg joint. It can go side to side with no problem and do a 360. So you got that nice exorcist thing going for it. Also, the mouth does open up to reveal one of the alien's trademark signature moments there, with the little thing coming out of its mouth. I am escaping from my memory what that thing's actually called. But it's done very nice, painted very well, and fits back in. I have no problems with warpage or anything. In terms of the arms can go up about that far. They can go down. You got no problem moving it all the way around. It does have a double ball, or a double knee right there, or knee. Wow, a double elbow right there. That's on a hinge that gives you motion. So that basically works as your bicep cut. He has a swivel at the hand, and the wrist can go up and down. And he does have some finger articulation too, which is very nice. Same thing on the other side. He does have a diaphragm joint that bends down about that much and goes back a fair amount. And in terms of the legs, they go out about that far. And they go down all the way, and they can go 360, so you got no problems there. And the bicep cut, or not bicep cut, but the leg cut, thigh cut, works very nice. On this side, it's really tight, so I don't want to force it and break it. Double jointed knees with a hinge system, so you can get those legs going in any direction at the bend. It does have a hinge that goes back that much and goes up that much with a toe hinge right there at the foot. And you do get a little bit of ankle pivot, not a lot, but enough. So overall, very good articulation. If you're collecting alien figures, you know what to expect from these guys. NECA, like I've said, has done a phenomenal job with these things. No complaints whatsoever. Let me go ahead and get the size comparison out of the way, and we'll call it a day. Alright, folks, here's the size comparison that I've been talking about. Been hyping up throughout the whole programming. Not really, but it's the only way I could think of to say this. So here is the NECA Sewer Mutation Alien alongside the James Cameron Albino Alien, and of course the San Diego Comic-Con Raphael from the box set from this year. This alien works good with both figures, and I think that's pretty amazing. So if you want to display this guy with alien figures, you're not going to have any problem. You want him to battle a predator, you're not going to have any problems there either. And if you want to display this guy attacking turtles or the turtles trying to fight him, you're not going to have any problems there. He is very tall once stood up, and I think that's pretty cool. And then add into it, you have a huge tail as well, so the fun never stops with NECA, apparently. So just make sure you're not paying an arm and a leg. Like I said, this was either a Club X exclusive or it was available through San Diego Comic-Con. Don't pay an arm and a leg. I think I paid with shipping right around $60, give or take a few dollars. I think that's a fair price considering it was only available 2 ways. If you're paying any higher than that, I would say stay away. That's just my opinion. Take that for its worth. So that's going to do it, guys. Like I said, I recommend this very much. So go out and get it if you can. So at this time, I want to shout out a friend of the show, the Don Tony and Kevin Castle Show. Go check them out on Mondays if you're a fan of pro wrestling. Also, hit up Big Bad Toy Store for toys and collectibles, Extreme Dash sets for dioramas and backgrounds. If you're a fan of toy photography, make sure you use the hashtag ToyLoverCrew and throw a follow at ToyLoverCrew on Instagram and share your toy art. And head over to UndercoverCapes.com for all things geekery. You're going to love what you're listening to. So stay tuned at the end for the slideshow. And until next time, friends, great googly moogly.